Hello everyone. Hurry up guys to join us to the stream. And hi there, thank you so much for joining to the stream. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining. Hi Chris Terror, thank you so much for joining. How are you there? How is your day going? Thank you so much for joining. Sweetie, how are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for joining my stream. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to this stream. Banny, how are you, dear Banny? Thank you so much for joining, dear Banny. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining, dear Banny. Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear Banny. Soetic, how are you? Soastic, how are you, dear Soastic? Thank you so much for joining, dear Soastic. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining, dear Soastic. Every single person have to do likes and subscribing to the channel. I have to write your name in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for making the likes. Roham, how are you, dear Roham? Thank you so much for joining, dear Roham. How is your day going, lovely Rohan? Yeah, guys, to write your name in the chat. Zoe, how are you, please, Zoe? Thank you so much for joining, pretty. How are you, dear Zoe? Thank you so much for joining, pretty. Every single person have to do likes and subscribing to the channel. Leona, how are you, dear Leona? Thank you so much for joining there. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining my stream. Valentina, how are you, dear Valentina? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear Valentina. Thank you so much for joining there. Sammy, how are you, Sammy? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear Sammy. Thank you so much for joining my stream, dear Sammy. Sophia, how are you, dear Sophia? How are you, pretty? Thank you so much for joining, pretty Sophie. Have to respect, a lot of respect for you joining, pretty. Alex, how are you, dear Alex? Thank you so much for joining my stream, dear Alex. Sunny, how are you, Sunny? Thank you so much for joining my stream, dear Sunny. Thank you so much for joining there. I remember are very respectable for me, so I have to do likes and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, guys, to write your name in the chat. Hector, how are you, dear Hector? Thank you so much for joining, dear Hector. Do like and subscribing to the channel. Ranim, how are you, Ranim? Thank you so much for joining to the stream. Fatih, how are you, dear Fatih? Thank you so much for joining, dear Fatih. Thank you so much for joining there. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining. Oreo, how are you, Oreo? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, Lolly. Alright, guys, to making the like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person and double tapping on the screen, guys. To have to share the love and surprise your love on the screen. Asaf, how are you, Asaf? Thank you so much for joining, dear Asaf. Leah, how are you, dear Leah? Thank you so much for joining, dear Leah. Alison, how are you, dear Alison? Thank you so much for joining, dear Alison. Thank you so much for joining, dear Alison. Dana, how are you, dear Dana? Thank you so much for joining to stream, Mala. Mario, how are you, Mario? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear Mario. How is your day, Mario? It is your birthday. Happy birthday to Mariam. Thank you for joining my stream, pretty Mariam. And yeah, guys, Dana, thank you so much for joining. I'll write your name, Dana. Happy birthday to Dana. Thank you so much for joining to the city room. Sebas, how are you, Sebas? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, my dear. Right, guys. How are you, Talis? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, Talis. I have to love and respect for you joining. London, how are you, dear London? Thank you so much for joining, dear London. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the city room. Alan, how are you, dear Alan? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, dear Alan. Right, guys. Deki, how are you, Deki? Thank you so much for joining to the city room there. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the city room. Johnny, how are you, dear Johnny? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, dear Johnny. And where are you from watching, dear Johnny? Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel. I'm fine. What about you, dear Johnny? Where are you from watching? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, my dear Dallas. Sorry, Dallas. Thank you so much for joining to the city room there. Parana, how are you, dear Parana? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, Parana. How is your day going there? Joshi, how are you, Joshi? Thank you so much for joining to the city room, dear Joshi. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining. Thank you so much for watching from Wisconsin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining my city room, my dear. I really appreciate and respect for you joining. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys. Hurry up to write your name in the chat. Yeah, guys, to make the like and subscribing to the channel, and also to subscribe the love on the screen, guys. Thank you so much for your joining my city room. Hurry up, guys. London is pronounced London, and the rail. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining to city room, London. Thank you so much for joining, dear London. Thank you so much for joining, dear. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for being there, tapping the screen and sharing Hurry up guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person, I have to write your name in the chat. Ali, how are you dear Ali? Thank you so much for joining to the room there. Hope, thank you so much for Hope, how are you dear Hope? Thank you so much for joining dear Hope. Ivan, how are you dear Ivan? Thank you so much for joining to the room. Samir, how are you dear Samir? Thank you so much for joining. Pretty Samir, thank you so much for joining to the room dear. Jamie, how are you dear Jamie? Thank you so much for joining to the room dear Jamie. How is your day going Jamie? And yeah, Harry Horan, thank you so much for joining to the room dear Harry. How are you dear Harry? Thank you so much for joining to the room. Neva, how are you dear Neva? Where are you from watching Jamie? Thank you so much for joining to the room. Having a lot of love and respect for you, Johnny. Jamie, can you do the super chat or send me the laughing disco on my screen? Florida, thank you so much for watching from Florida. Can you do the super chat, Jamie? Thank you so much for joining to the room there. Having a lot of love and respect for you, joining to the room. Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel guys, to spread the love and the suffering guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Click on the money icon to do the super chat and our ring. Welcome dear, welcome Shamali, welcome Shamali. Every single person to do the super chat and our ring. Zai, how are you Zai? Thank you so much for joining there. Hurry up guys, do like and subscribing to the channel to do a super chat on our room guys. Yeah, Shani, how are you dear Shani? Thank you so much for joining to the room dear Shani. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining there. Right guys, every single person do like subscribing to the channel and click on the money icon to do a super chat on our room. Yeah guys, Anyham, how are you dear Anyham? Thank you so much for joining to the room dear Anyham. How are you dear Anyham? Hi Sonia, thank you so much for joining pretty Sonia. Hurry up guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining. How are you dear Alex? Thank you so much for joining dear Alex. How is your day going dear Alex? Anonymous sub and likes. Yeah, I will get one day 9 million subs and likes. One day I will achieve this target. Hurry up guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person have to write your name in the chat guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hazal, how are you dear Hazal? Thank you so much for joining dear Hazal. How is your day going dear Hazal? Thank you so much for joining to the room. Daywa, how are you Daywa? Thank you so much for joining to the room my dear. I have to love and respect for you joining. Hurry up guys, to write your name in the chat guys, double tapping that screen to share the live. Having a lot of love and respect for you, John, to Sitaringas. Thank you, Malik. Thank you, Stop. You do. Yeah, there. I'm writing your. I have to write your name. You have to send me the laughing disco. I will write your name on the sticky note. Yeah, you have to send only one laughing disco, pretty. Alma, thank you so much for joining, dear Alma. Have a lot of love and respect, dear Alma. How is your day going, Alma? Jamie, welcome back again, Jamie. Malik, can you send the one laughing disco, pretty? I write your name on the sticky note also. Yeah, you have I have sticking. Sorry, the laughing disco is my favorite. If you have to, yeah, the diamond, you should have to play only one laughing disco, pretty. Yeah, it's my request. You should have to send me one laughing disco. Love and respect for you, John. Thank you so much for joining to Ring, guys. Mark, how are you, dear Mark? Thank you so much for joining. Zivano, how are you, dear Zivano? Thank you, Dari. Thank you so much, Dari, once again. A lot of love and respect. Dari, can you send the laughing disco, dear Dari? Dari, you have to send me one laughing disco. I will write your name on the sticky note. Yeah, you have to send one laughing disco, dear Dari. Only I want one laughing disco, please, Dari. You have to send my dear. Yeah, you have to send me one laughing disco if you can easily to request from you. You have to send only one laughing disco on my screen. Thank you so much for joining to Setterim. Leusi, thank you so much for joining to Setterim. Dari, now you have to send one laughing disco, Dari. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys, and separate the on the screen. To send the laughing disco, have to separate the love. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person have to write your name in the chat, guys. Candle, how are you, Candle? Thank you so much for joining to Ring, dear Candle. Thank you, Candle. Can you do the donation? Can you send the laughing disco, my dear? Any single person have to send the laughing disc on the screen, guys. Hurry up, guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the Cittering, guys. Making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys, to write your name in the chat, guys. I really appreciate and respect for you joining to the Cittering. Etana, how are you, dear Etana? Thank you so much for joining to the Cittering. Hurry up, guys, to making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hi, hello, Evelyn. How are you, Evelyn? Thank you so much for joining, Evelyn. How is your day going, dear? Thank you so much for joining to the Cittering. Lynn, how are you, dear Lynn? Thank you so much for joining. Where are you from watching, dear Lynn? Thank you so much for joining my Cittering, dear Lynn. Every single person to write your name, Pretty Lynn. Can you do the super chat or send the laughing disco? Thank you so much for joining my Cittering, my love. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to Cittering. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys, to write your name in the chat, to subscribe the like and the screen, guys, to make the like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys. Gorita, how are you, dear Gorita? Thank you so much for joining to Cittering, dear Gorita. How are you, Gorita? Thank you so much for joining, my dear. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel and to write your name in the chat. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys. I have to love and respect for your joining. How are you, dear Adam? Thank you so much for joining to Cittering, dear Adam. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Do like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys. I really appreciate and respect for you joining to Cittering. Lena, how are you, pretty Lena? Thank you so much for joining, dear Lena. How is your day going, dear Lena? Every single person have to write your name in the chat. 8 people is watching. Someone has to send the laughing disco, guys. Yeah, the laughing disco is my favorite. Someone has to play in the screen to show the love. Yeah, guys, Sarah, how are you, dear Sarah? Thank you so much for joining, dear Sarah. How are you, dear Sarah? Emma, how are you, dear Emma? Thank you so much for joining to Cittering, dear Emma. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the Cittering, guys. Making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys. Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel. Keep sharing, guys. Tapping the screen and share the live. Yeah, guys, someone has to do the super chat on our Cittering, guys. Server, how are you, dear server? Thank you so much for joining the server. Thank you so much for joining, dear Sarah. How is your day going, dear Sarah? Every single person have to write your name in the chat, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, guys, every single person do like and subscribing to the channel. And Talhe, don't spam there. Talhe, it's not good. Isa, how are you, Isa? Thank you so much for joining to stream, dear Isa. Don't spam there. Every single person have to write a single name. Yeah, Danis, how are you, dear Danis? Thank you so much for joining to stream, dear Danis. How are you, dear Danis? To make the like and subscribing to the channel. Dear Adam, don't spam on the screen. You will be get the time outed if you have spam, dear Adam. And Dennis, welcome, Dennis. Thank you so much for joining. And Kandere, how are you, dear Kandere? Thank you so much for joining to the room, dear Kandere. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the room. Kandere, pretty Kandere, can you send anybody have to can send a laughing disco? Yeah, guys, to have sent only one laughing disco on the screen to show your love on the screen, guys. And thank you so much for joining to the stream, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, Blueberry. Blueberry, thank you, Blueberry. Blueberry, can you send the laughing disco, dear Blueberry? Thank you so much, Blueberry. Blueberry, you have to send the one laughing disco, my dear. It's a request from the lovely brother of the Blueberry. Blueberry, you have to play only one laughing disco, my dear. I will write the sticky note. Yeah. Leo C, how are you, Leo C? Thank you so much for joining to us, stream. Saver, how are you, Sour? Lala, how are you, dear Lala? Thank you so much for joining to us, stream, Lala. I have to respect for you joining. Leo C, how are you, Leo C? Thank you so much for joining to us, stream. Blueberry, can you send me the laughing disco, dear Blueberry? Having a lot of love and respect for you joining Blueberry. Only one laughing disco somebody has to sing, guys. Yeah, only one laughing disco. Thank you so much for joining to stream. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Someone has to sing, guys. Only one laughing disco. I want a laughing disco, guys. Thank you so much, Marlene. How are you, Marlene? Thank you so much for joining to stream, dear Marlene. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining, Marlene. Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel, guys. Have to surprise you a lot on the screen. Mirage, how are you, dear Mirage? Every single person have to send only have to write your one name, guys, and yeah, don't spam on the screen. Keep sharing, guys, keep tapping and keep sharing and keep joining. Ram, how are you, dear Ram? Thank you so much for joining to us, stream, dear Ram. Have a lot of love and respect for you joining to send the laughing disco on the screen, guys. Someone has to play the laughing disco. Only one laughing disco, guys. Thank you so much for your joining to stream. Hurry up, guys. Do like and subscribing to the channel. Dania and Dania, how are you, Dania? Thank you so much for joining, dear Dania. Chiefin, how are you, Chiefin? Thank you so much for joining to us, Sitarim, dear. Hi, Daisy. How are you, dear Daisy? Daisy, how are you, dear Daisy? Having a lot of love and respect, dear Daisy. Let me write the name of the Daisy by the red pen. Daisy is a very, very great person. And now, Daisy, you was to support me on the previous day. I never forget your name, dear Daisy. Yeah, you're always remain in my history. Thank you so much, Daisy. You are here, Daisy. Looks, it's your name, Daisy. How I have to forget you, Daisy? Daisy, are you watching the stream? Look, there it's your name on here. Yeah, Daisy. Thank you so much for joining, dear Daisy. Have a lot of love and respect, dear Daisy. Daisy, are you watching the stream right now, my dear? Carol, how are you, dear Carlos? Thank you so much for joining to the stream. Daisy, are you watching the stream? Just yes on the screen, Daisy. Thank you so much for joining, dear Daisy. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to the stream. Anybody have to send the laughing disco, guys? Thank you, Eric. How are you, dear Erika? Thank you so much for joining, dear Erika. How are you, dear Erika? Everybody making the like and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, guys, and also to send the laughing disco. Strawberry, how are you, Strawberry? Can you send the laughing disco, my dear? Daisy, please, if you are watching, you have to high end the screen, Daisy. Daisy, are you watching the stream, dear Daisy? Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Strawberry, can you send the laughing disco on my screen, my dear? To spread the love on the screen. Hi dear, hi Ali. Thank you so much for joining to the stream. How is your day going, dear Ali? Thank you so much for joining, dear Ali. Can you add my name? Why not, dear? I have to add your name. Can you do super chat, Ali? I will add your name on the sticky note. Yeah, I will add your name on the sticky note, my dear. Thank you so much, Ali. You have to make a donation or send me a laughing disco. Laughing disco is my favorite. Yeah. You should have to send laughing disco. I will add your name. I like and subscribe. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, dear Ali. Have a lot of love and respect for you joining to Cittery. Every single person have to write your name in the chat, guys. Zad, how are you, dear Zad? Thank you so much for joining to Cittery, dear Zad. Have a lot of love and respect for you joining. Junior, how are you, Junior? Thank you so much for joining to Cittery. Yoni, how are you? How are you, Yoni? Thank you so much, my dear. Can you send the laughing disco? Please, my dear, you have to send only one laughing disco, my dear. Yun, you have to send only one laughing disco, Yun. Please, my dear. It's a recast, Yun. You have to send only one laughing disco, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my stream. Yeah, if you have to the diamond, you have to send only one laughing disco, my dear. Thank you so much for sending on my screen. Thank you so much, my dear. If you have to the diamond, you have to play only one laughing disco. You know, the laughing disco is my favorite. If you can easily have to recast, you should have to play it right now, my dear. Thank you so much for joining my stream, Yoni. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to stream, my dear. Thank you so much for sending me a star. And thank you so much for joining my screen, my dear. Every single person have to write your name in the chat, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Who is going to sending the laughing disco? Yoon, how are you, pretty Yoon? Yoon, are you watching my stream, dear Yoon? Hurry up, guys, to write your name in the chat, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Keep sharing, guys, keep tapping and keep sharing and keep joining. Only 100 coin, sorry, you have to play 100 coin, you have to only play the 100 coin. I will ask you to write your name on the sticky note if you have the 100 coins. If you can, my dear, so my day will be go back, my day will be go gold, and I will have to make a guest spot from someone's. If you have to any more, some more, you should have to send me the combo of the flowers. You have to play the combo of the flowers. Thank you so much for joining my stream. Every single person to write your name in the chat. You have to sort out a beautiful gift, then play on the screen, my dear. Sharavia, or you, Sharavia? Thank you so much for joining to stream, Sharavia. I have a lot of love and respect for you joining. Guys. Every single person have to do like and subscribing to the channel, right, guys, and send a beautiful gift on the screen, guys. If someone has to have to play a beautiful gift on the screen, guys. Thank you so much for joining my stream. Hurry up, guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. Bralan, how are you, dear Bralan? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, Bralan. How are you, dear Bralan? How is your day going, dear Bralan? Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. It's good. Where are you from watching, dear Bralan? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear. Eva, how are you, dear Eva? Thank you so much for joining to the stream, dear Eva. Have a lot of love and respect for your joining. Thank you, Eva. You have to play only one laughing disco, my dear, if you can easily. You have to play only one laughing disco. Thank you so much for joining to the stream. Every single person to the do like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining to the stream. Guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. Every single person have to write your name in the chat. Suffering, guys. I want to know from the area and where are you from watching the suffering, guys. Hurry up, guys, do like and subscribing to the channel. every single person to spread the love and the suffering gods and send every single person to spread the love and the suffering gods and send the beautiful gift of the laughing disco. Yeah, guys, and thank you so much for joining to such a reminder. I really appreciate and respect for your joining. Having a lot of love and respect for cause every single person keep sharing, guys. Every single person have to write your name in the chat, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Keep sharing, guys, keep tapping and keep sharing and keep joining, guys. Where are you from watching the screen? You should have to yeah, hi there, hi official no, OBS. Thank you so much for joining official OBS. How is your day going, my dear? Where are you from watching, dear? Can you holla Cosmo? How are you, Cosmo? Thank you so much for joining, dear Cosmo. Thank you so much for watching, dear Cosmo. Where are you from watching, dear? Having a lot of love and respect for you, Johnny. Hurry up, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. I have to love and respect for you, joining to the room. Romina, how are you, Romina? Thank you so much for joining to a room, Romania. How are you, dear Romania? Thank you so much for joining, dear Romania. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Keep tapping and keep joining and keep sharing, guys. Having a lot of love and respect for you joining to room. Every single person to write your name in the chat, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys. I really appreciate and respect for you joining, guys. Anybody have to write the name in the chat, guys, and spread the love on the screen. If someone has can easily to play the laughing disco, guys, someone has to play only one laughing disco, guys. Right, guys, I really appreciate and respect for you joining to such a room, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. How are you, dear Maury? Thank you so much for joining to such a room. Where are you from watching, dear Maury? Thank you so much for joining to such a room, dear Maury. Where are you from watching, dear Mary? Thank you so much for joining to such a room. To make the like to make the like and subscribe to the channel. and drop the flag of your country. Where are you from watching the screen, my dear? Right, guys, keeping and tapping the screen to share the love, having a lot of love and respect for you, Johnny. Banis, how are you, dear Banis? Thank you so much for joining to Sitcharim Banika. And thank you so much for joining, dear Banika. How is your day going, dear Banika? Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys, make the like and subscribing to the channel. How are you, Bia? Thank you so much for joining my screen, dear Bia. How is your day going, pretty Bia? Every single person to write your name in the chat. I have to write your name, Benak. I write your name, my dear. I have a lot of love and respect for you, Johnny. Thank you so much for being there, my dear. Where are you from watching us? Every single person do like and subscribing to the channel. Right, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. I have a lot of love and respect for you, Johnny, to do a super chat anniversary, guys. Keep sharing, guys, keep tapping and keep sharing and keep joining, guys. I have to love and respect for you, joining, guys. I want to know from the array how the single person to write your name in the chat, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Hurry up, guys, you should have to write your name in the chat. Yeah, guys, to write your name in the chat, having a lot of love and respect for your joining to Sitcharim, guys. Right, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. I have to love and respect for your joining to Sitcharim, guys. Thank you so much for being there, guys, making the like and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, guys, keep tapping and keep joining and keep sharing, guys. Where are you from watching the screen? To every single person to write your name in the chat.